hit piece by an overzealous civil attorney.
A face-off in Richland County. Voters hearing from both candidates for sheriff tonight in an open forum. Plus, facing the death penalty, a federal trial is set for the accused Charleston church shooter Dylann Roof.
I think embracing Donald Trump is embracing demographic death.
In South Carolina's Lindsey Graham weighs in on the GOP's front man for president. Republicans taking a step back after a flood of campaign controversy. Watch Fox News at 10 starts right now.
Live from the Watch Fox studios, this is Watch Fox News at 10.
Good Tuesday evening to you. I'm Janet Parker. Brian is off tonight. Well, a week from today, voters will head to the polls for the June 14th primaries. And this time around, those who live in Richland County will see a new name on the ballot in the race for sheriff. Tonight, incumbent Leon Lott and challenger James Flowers faced off in Columbia. Our Tara Pettit was there for the Sheriff's Forum and joins us live from the Richland County Sheriff's Department with more. Tara. Thank you so much, Tara. Well, also in Richland County, Councilman Chairman Tory Rush is leaving his role and running for a state Senate seat. Rush will face incumbent John Scott in the primary. Our Shelly Adamczyk has a preview of that election. And here's a list of some of the other key races coming up next week in Richland County in terms of county council. District 10 there, Dahlia Myers faces Bernice Scott. The winner would fill the seat left vacant by Kelvin Washington. For Senate, District 21, Wendy Brawley faces Daryl Jackson. In Lexington County, for the House of Representatives, District 71, Nathan Ballantyne faces Bill Malinowski. For coroner in Lexington County, Margaret Fisher faces Glenn Ross. As for the 11th Circuit Solicitor, Candace Lively, Larry Wedkin, and Rick Hubbard are vying for that position. And that winner would fill the seat left vacant by Donnie Myers. Of course, Watch Fox News will bring you complete election coverage next Tuesday. The latest results and races will be on our website, WACH.com. And happening right now, a look at the national scene of the political things. A live look here from Hillary Clinton's rally in Brooklyn, New York. This is happening right now. Clinton is expected to take the stage any minute. Tonight marks the end of the road for the big primary nights, with 6 states making their voices heard at the ballot box today. So far, Clinton and Trump have won New Jersey, while Bernie Sanders, wins North Dakota. California is projected to be a close race, however, between Sanders and Clinton.
I think it is very un-American for a political leader to do this, to question whether or not a person can be a judge based on their heritage.
Also tonight, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham saying Tuesday that Donald Trump's criticism of a judge with Mexican heritage is an example of playing the race card and is very un-American. Graham and other Republicans are dropping their Trump endorsements. We'll take a closer look into this and those candidates in about 5 minutes. Thank you so much, Justin. Well, Tropical Storm Colin leaving us alone but wreaking havoc in Florida. The storm made landfall early today. People in Tampa are dealing with downed trees and power lines, which knocked out electricity to some 2,000 customers there. Florida's governor has already declared a state of emergency and authorized the deployment of up to 6,000 National Guard soldiers in 34 counties if needed. New developments from the Lowcountry tonight. It's been almost a year since the shooting massacre at Mother Emanuel AME Church. The accused shooter, Dylann Roof, is facing the death penalty. Today, Judge Richard Gergel set strict deadlines for each element of the case, from establishing jury selection procedures, motions to suppress evidence, and determining penalty phase experts. The judge wanted firm dates for everything. Tonight, the most important date for many people involved with the case, November 7, 2016. That's when jury selection will begin for the federal murder trial of Dylann Roof. As for Roof's state trial, prosecutors say they're ready.
We're going to be here ready to go whenever the court has us scheduled to go. Right now it's in January. We'll be ready to go in January should something change in federal court.
Judge Gergel also advised Dylann Roof's defense team against moving for a change of venue, even though they prefer a jury pool from the Charleston area. The final phase of the jury selection could move to Columbia. More than 24 events over 12 days are planned to mark the anniversary of the Emanuel AME Church shootings, where 9 people were shot and killed. A week from today, on June 17th at 10 a.m., a service will take place at the College of Charleston's TD Arena. Then on June 18th at 7:30 a.m., a prayer breakfast at Francis Marion Hotel. There will also be a release of doves, unity, and a healing ceremony on that date at 11:30 in Charleston. Then on June 25th, there will be a candlelight vigil and service of the bells from 8 until 9 at Emmanuel Church. For a complete list of any of these events that are happening and more events that are happening, you can go to our website, wach.com. New at 10 tonight, fire crews responded to an apartment fire this morning. It happened around 10 at Lakewood Village on Jamil Drive in Irmo. Irmo Fire Chief Mike Sonnefeld says 2 people were upstairs when the fire started in their kitchen downstairs. Thanks to help from neighbors, both were able to get out through a balcony. A few other apartments also suffered some smoke damage. In Richland County, deputies need your help finding a man wanted for armed robbery. It happened last Thursday morning in the 800 block of Beatty Road. Authorities say the victim gave the man that you see on your screen here a ride, and that's when the suspect demanded money and stole the victim's personal items. If you recognize the man you see here on your screen right now, call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC. A 2015 murder has been solved in Orangeburg County. Sheriff Ravenel says 18-year-old Curtis Green is being charged with the death of Trajan Jenkins. Last March, Jenkins was found shot to death at his home on Shadow Lawn Drive. Witnesses say they heard a brief argument and then a single gunshot. Right now, Green is being held at the State Corrections Department for unrelated charges and will be transported to Orangeburg for a hearing. Also on Fox tonight, funeral arrangements have been set for the late Fred Shaheen. Shaheen was killed in a car wreck Monday afternoon. Officials say he was trying to make a left turn onto Sailing Club Road when he was hit by an SUV. His funeral is set for Thursday at noon at Our Lady of Perpetual Help Church in Camden. Fred Shaheen was 79 years old and the father of Senator Vincent Shaheen. Well, a first for Fort Jackson happening today. Secretary of Army Eric Fanning made a visit to tour the base. Secretary Fanning has long advocated for soldiers and their families, ensuring that U.S. military installations such as Fort Jackson provide proper resources for facilities, training, and quality of life. Fort Jackson will see an increase from 9 to 11 training battalions in the upcoming year, increasing the on-base care by 600 personnel and moving approximately 2,400 more trainees throughout its various training programs.
Train 54% of our soldiers here every year. 65%, I think, of our female soldiers come through here. And being prepared for the future in case we're asked to surge, we wanted to stand up some extra capability at our premier training facility.
Secretary Fanning was sworn in as the 22nd Secretary of the Army this May on the 18th. Well, still to come tonight, In the Ring with the Greatest. Part 2 of our exclusive sit-down with Thomas Mackey Jr. continues tonight. What he has to say about boxing with the legend Muhammad Ali. But first, Trump versus the GOP. Why some of the Republicans' biggest names are backing away from the presumptive nominee. All that and more in your Political Watch. Making political headlines tonight, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi has endorsed presidential nominee Hillary Clinton. Her endorsement comes shortly after Clinton became the first woman in U.S. history, I should say, to win the party nomination. CNN declared Clinton the primary race winner Monday after it confirmed Clinton had secured enough superdelegate votes. Clinton has not officially declared victory and is focusing on the upcoming primaries. President Barack Obama is expected to endorse Clinton this week. The Republican Party, on the other hand, is tied up in another Donald Trump race issue. Trump received national attention when he said the judge in the Trump University case was unfit because his parents are from Mexico. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said Trump should be talking about what the people want instead.
And my advice to our nominee would be to start talking about the issues that the American people care about and to start doing it now.
Well, McConnell is certainly not alone in speaking up about Trump's most recent controversy and its impact on the Republican Party. Dana Bush tells us more about Trump's controversies and what his Republican colleagues are saying. That was Dana Bash reporting. Now, sources say Trump has ordered his top surrogates to continue criticizing the judge and that the nominee will not be apologizing for his comments about the judge and his heritage. Stay with us. There's much more ahead tonight. The Cincinnati Zoo reopens for business despite gaining some national attention. Plus, the day a music legend was born, how fans and Minnesota remembered Prince today.
And Janet, Sundays, we're going to have to keep an eye on that 98 degrees. I would not be surprised if that one gets bumped up a little bit. We'll see. The models,
Oh.
I was conservative after I looked at some of the weather models today. I'll just put it that way.
Are you talking triple digits possibly
Hey,
here,
we'll see.
Justin Kier?
Well, you know, it's possible,
Yeah.
but I can promise you one thing. We will likely see triple digits at some point this summer. That's a pretty safe bet.
So if we just get, an early sample of it, we'll just know what's coming.
Yeah, we'll just know it's coming in August
Yeah.
and September, right?
There you go. No, it's hot, folks. The summertime is here.
Yes.
Making national headlines, Minnesota officially declared June 7th as Prince Day. Prince died last month from an accidental overdose of painkillers. Today, the music legend would celebrate his 58th birthday. Because he identified as a Jehovah's Witness, he did not celebrate birthdays, but fans still found ways to remember him on his day. A dance party was held in Minneapolis and Dublin, Ireland, through a birthday party for their prince. New York City honors the great Muhammad Ali. The street next to Madison Square Garden now reads Muhammad Ali Way. Mayor Bill de Blasio made the decision after Ali's death last Friday. One of the icon's most famous fights took place at Madison Square Garden in 1971 against Joe Frazier. People refer to the night as the fight of the century. The new street name is temporary and will last a week. The last surviving rescue dog from the 9/11 attacks passed away Monday. Brittany joined the Cy-Fair Volunteer Fire Department's search and rescue team in 2000. The golden retriever left an impact, and they honored her for a remarkable career. She was 16 years old and will be laid to rest in the Houston area. Well, Cincinnati's popular Gorilla World welcomed a big crowd today, protected by a brand new barrier. The area closed May 28th when a 3-year-old boy got into an enclosure, forcing keepers to kill an endangered gorilla named Harambe to protect the boy. Joe Webb has covered the story since the beginning and was there today when they reopened the exhibit. Straight ahead on Watch Fox News at 10 tonight, obesity in the U.S. New numbers show the epidemic is not going away, especially for one particular group. And worried about long lines at the airport? Well, one airport may have a solution to that, and it involves a furry friend. On the Health Watch tonight, the obesity rate among women in the U.S. appears to be on the rise, but it's holding steady for men. Researchers from the National Center for Health Statistics looked at more than 5,000 adults involved in another national health survey. And they found that 35% of men were obese and 40% of women are obese. And in the case of extreme obesity, which is a body mass index of 40 or greater, 5.5% of men were extremely obese compared to 10% of women. Doctors say these results show the obesity epidemic is not going away. Well, summer is a great time to enjoy the outdoors, but medical experts say to be on the lookout for ticks. Well, some of them carry Lyme disease, and research has shown that the illness is spreading. The ticks are about the size of a poppy seed, so they're tough to spot. If you've been walking in the woods or tall grass, or perhaps working in a garden, experts recommend conducting a full body check afterwards. Early symptoms for the illness are similar to that of the flu: fever, chills, headaches, and joint aches. Also tonight, with summertime, travel is underway. Long lines and security checkpoints can be a bit of a hassle for those who choose to fly. But one airport has turned to man's best friend to bring happiness to travelers. Dan DeRue has more. Love that. Great idea. Justin Kier standing by in the Skywatch Weather Center. What do you think, Justin?
I think we need to have the stress dogs come here, Janet.
Me
That's
too.
what I think.
It gets stressful here in the newsroom, especially in the Weather Center. I know. You guys got a tough job.
Hey, we do.